We may think of Verizon as being like this massive tree, but 20 years ago, we weren't nearly this big.
Planting the seeds of success began with two successful telecom companies, Bell Atlantic and GTE, merging into one.
In 2001, we sprouted up quickly, becoming America's first network to power up smartphones. They didn't look like this back then.
With the addition of MCI in 2006, we became the national leader in advanced communications and IT solutions.
And in early 2009, we became the largest wireless service provider in the U.S.
In 2010, we launched our 4G LTE mobile broadband network, the most advanced 4G network in the U.S.
In 2015, we added a whole new branch, what's now known as Verizon Media Group,
setting new standards for creators, advertisers, and consumers on a mobile-first platform.
Just months after our 2018 launch of Verizon 5G Home, we extended deep roots for our 5G ultra-wideband network,
which we're continuing to build right by branching out to 35 cities and counting. Get it? Branching out? I mean, oh, I like that one.
Such steady growth isn't just limited to our success stories, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's nurtured by our diverse and dynamic V team doing incredible work every single day. So team, thank you. Now I know we've got an anniversary to celebrate. I hope I brought enough balloons.
Ringing of the bell this morning by a couple of our very own employees to kick off our 20th anniversary. That is Raquel Wilson on the left. That's Nigel Leuwaisee in the middle of our network techs, who's been with the company for 23 years, and John Tuttle of the New York Stock Exchange. They are helping to open the day here from the stock exchange today. Like I said, happy 20th anniversary, Verizon. Here we are, man. We're looking pretty good for 20 years. 20 years young today, if you will. And like I said, Raquel and Nigel, both employees representing the 20 years that we've been around as Verizon, and as we look forward to the next 20 years as Verizon. More with both of them here in a moment. I am just above the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, a place that would normally be buzzing with activity. There are some folks here, but because of the coronavirus pandemic, operating much differently like we all are. But what a way to kick off the 20th anniversary with ringing the opening of the New York Stock Exchange bell this morning. Now, we do have a quick update from Hans, who will join us here, and then we'll get on with the show. So, Hans.
Hello, all V-teamers. I'm sorry I'm not with you live today. We have our board meeting at the same time as Up to Speed. Anyhow, a couple of important messages from me. Number one priority in this pandemic has always been the employees, the health and safety of all of you guys. As we see a rising infection rate in certain states here in the United States, I just caution you to follow all the guidelines and processes we have. They're so important. Secondly, it's a very important day today. 20 years ago, Verizon was created. A fairly small company in the beginning, but here we stand 20 years later with a fantastic company, with a fantastic V-team family. I would like to thank everyone that has been involved to create Verizon for what it is today. I don't have the 20-year history in the company, as you all know. I have 3 years. I joined the company because of the culture, the focus on excellence, the leadership that we have had and that we want to continue to have. And I have not been disappointed a single day. It's been a great journey so far. However, I'm even more excited for the next 20 years. Because we launched Verizon 2.0, which is impacting how we go to market, the network, how we work our processes, how we work with culture. And I've seen a great lot of energy in the company around that. And I think we're just creating an even stronger next 20 years for Verizon. So I'm so proud to be part of it. And we have our purpose out there. And that's, of course, we create the networks that move the world forward. And that's something I inspire for doing every day. And that's what we all are doing as V-teamers. So once again, thank you for the first 20 years. And let's go on with the next 20 years. Bye.
Thank you for that, Hans. And like Hans mentioned, next 20, how we have looked back at where we have come from, but really focusing on the years to come. And we want to listen and learn from the trailblazers trailblazers, and the emerging leaders that we have in our business now to find out what path we should take forward, whether it's driving meaningful action to advance racial and social justice, or delivering the most innovative and customer-first experiences possible. Now, Next 20 is our new series that will amplify how technology is doing just that and will play a role in delivering that and real sustainable change. Take a look. That is exciting to see that. As you can see, we'll be hosting that on Build, HuffPost, Up to Speed, and other Verizon channels. Each episode will feature young leaders and pioneers who have transformed moments into movements, and will explore the inspiration behind their ideas. The first one drops next week. Let's take a look at some of the guests we have coming up for that. Chris, if you want to take that slide so we can see who we have lined up. An all-star list here, folks. Adrian Burrell, who is an activist and filmmaker committed to leveraging his personal experiences to drive reform around criminal justice. Longtime criminal justice advocate and attorney Christina Sworns. Kyle Lyerman, the CEO of When We All Vote. Khalil Muhammad, professor of race, history, and public policy at the Harvard Kennedy School. Jamal Cole, founder of the My Block, My Hood, My City. It's a program to galvanize teens. Munir Panjani, head of corporate development at the Trevor Project. Ziad Ahmed, CEO of Juve Consulting, and Xavier McElrath Bay, who is the executive director of Campaign for the Fair Sentencing of Youth. So we are excited to bring you these pieces of Next 20 and what they mean for us as a company and what they mean to you. So if you have something interesting you'd like to share with us, certainly let us know about that. Now, earlier in the show, we got a look at Raquel and Nigel. Like I said, Nigel has been a field tech here in New York City for 23 years now. You can imagine how he has seen technology change along the way. He was here when 9/11 happened. He helped reconnect Lower Manhattan and Wall Street after that. And Raquel, new to the business, she was an ad fellow, but she's only in about her second week now as a full-fledged B-teamer. So caught up with them as they were the bell ringers today. Have a look at their experience.
I'm a field technician with Verizon. I've been so for 23 plus years. I'm still here because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy connecting people with others, and that's what I love to do.
So I started off as an ad fellow, and that gave me the opportunity to really shape my career goals, figure out what it is that I wanted to do. But ultimately, I knew that I wanted to land at Verizon because I understood that it had a role in society that not only was for technological advancements, but also as an agent of change and social good.
I was down here during 9/11. I did a lot of work with our construction teams, and I remember cables being ran out physically out of West Street along the sidewalk just to make sure this part of town, especially this building, gets back in service. So it means a great deal to be standing here and being a part of that.
I'm very excited to be here, and I feel honored to represent the next 20 years of Verizon, and I think it's a great opportunity to amplify the new voices that are going to be here in the next 20 years.
I am extremely excited, honored to be here. This is a great honor.
My thanks to Nigel and Raquel. Wow, what an experience for them to ring the opening bell this morning of the New York Stock Exchange. Not only that, they were presented with special coins to commemorate the day. They also got to sign the wall, which is a tradition here at the Stock Exchange. Interesting note, one of the people who recently signed the book in the wall as being here was New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. So Nigel's name falls not far down the list from him as a mark in the history books today as we're celebrating 20 years as Verizon. So that is very cool. And a lot of what we talked about is why people are still here. Nigel said it. He loves connecting people. Raquel said it. She is looking forward to the future. Me personally, my why am I at Verizon? Well, I joined the team about 13 years ago in customer service, a team that's near and dear to me down in Wilmington, North Carolina. But since then, I saw the amazing things that this company does and how we connect people truly around the world through networks, through our own being in society. And this is going to continue on in our new My Why series. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris for a quick update on that. Chris, take it away.
Happy 20th anniversary, Verizon. To celebrate, I'm going to attempt to drink 20 cups of coffee. I wouldn't recommend it. But what I would recommend is the premiere of our new weekly series, My Why. For the next 20 weeks on Up to Speed, we'll follow the Verizon journeys, motivations, and achievements of 20 dynamic and diverse V-Teamers through 20 unique videos. In today's My Why premiere, you'll meet Caroline Anchetta, a Hampton, Virginia-based call center manager who chronicles Verizon past, present, and goals for her future. Warning, she also showcases a hidden talent that may result in a sudden craving for desserts. Take it away, Caroline.
I'm Caroline Anchetta, and I'm a senior manager, and I've been with the company going on 13 years in October. I work out at the Consumer Sales and Service Center located in Hampton, Virginia. I love traveling. I just love being outdoors. I love to go hiking, which honestly is kind of like difficult during these times, but I just want to be out and about. Favorite places I've been to are my childhood bucket places. Definitely top of the list is the pyramids in Giza. And just being able to sky jump in Dubai is just one of the greatest travel experiences ever. I work for an aeronautics company. My husband, who's in active duty in the military, was stationed here in Virginia 13 years ago, and we have just been fortunate that we've been here since then. My job search was during the Fios build out, so I thought it was really great and really cool to be part of the new cool thing. So here I am 13 years after and still being part of a great company. Just being able to wake up every day to lead a great team. I love my team, by the way. Just to kind of like see them perform and bring it their all every day. That is what makes my day. And that is what makes me show up for work every day. Being able to be a very engaged and active social responsibility ambassador, I think is the biggest personal accomplishment for me, and the fact that Verizon makes it so easy to do. I have been able to do a lot with WAVE, which is the Women's Association of Verizon Employees. Also APEX, which is the employee resource group for the Asian Pacific employees. And then we also have BOLD, who really supports the endeavors in making sure that we bring awareness for our African American employees. And we also have PRISM, which raises awareness for our LGBTQ employees. I love everything about Verizon right now and how we continue to disrupt the business and the industry. At the same time, we still be able to take care of our society and continue to be able to build and motivate future leaders for the business as well. These are chocolate-covered strawberries, and I've been told that I should probably be a competitor for edible arrangements. Verizon is a great place to work in. And just like Han said, we already are a great company, but we still are on our way to being a fantastic one. And I love that. The people, the leadership, how everyone takes care of each other, how we take care of our society, our shareholders, our customers, our employees. You really want to be here. This is the place to be.
Hey, thanks for sharing your Verizon story with us, Caroline. But My Why is not limited to Caroline. If you, yes you, are interested in being featured in an upcoming episode of My Why, we'll let you know next week how you can submit your story for consideration. Keep watching Up to Speed for details. Now in the meantime, in honor of Verizon's 20th anniversary, I think I have to run about 20 miles to burn off all this energy from the coffee. Back to you, Jeremy.
Well, Chris certainly has a lot of energy, and good luck with the 20-mile run as your way to mark 20 years of Verizon. And thanks for sharing that story with us. We talk a lot about the networks that we're built on. Another highlight I want to share with you folks before we wrap today, two top awards in the first 5G user experience report from OpenSignal. Verizon 5G ranks among the best for nationwide speed experience, and that's thanks to all of you out there who are building that network and the networks to continue to connect folks. And as I think back about my time here and the 20 years that Verizon has been around and where the company came from and where it's going, you know, we have really done some cool things, iconic moments along the way that I want to end with today. Connected people in new ways, and as of course, moving the world forward. So happy 20th to you, Verizon, and thank you all for being part of the team that makes it all possible around the world, from our business teams, media group, consumer, global network and technology, and our corporate staff functions. All of you make Verizon the great place it is to work and the reason it still exists today. So close with this video. We'll be back with you again tomorrow. Till next time, you're up to speed.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. We are living through unprecedented.
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 I'm not sure how many times I've used the word unprecedented, but it's a really good word.
So much of what we do now is virtual. Meetings, happy hours, graduations, even weddings. Now it's time for a virtual anniversary. Won't you join me? 20 years ago on June 30th, Verizon was born. It was an era of payphones, dial-up internet, and not so smart wireless phones. We've made so much history since then, it's worth a look back at some of what went into who we are today. There was our crisis response to September 11th, 2001.
I have seen people from everywhere down here working together, pulling together, and we're going to get this thing up and running.
A character-defining effort with V-teamers working round the clock to get things back up in a little more than a week. There was this iconic campaign begun in 2002.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good.
Some of you are so young, you may not know this guy actually worked for us first. There was the birth of our Verizon Credo in 2004.
Who is this company that we call Verizon?
Our historic pioneering of mass-scale fiber optics to the home with Fios. Our recovery response to Hurricane Katrina.
We're out here to help the people. We're out here to give them an opportunity to call their friends and family.
Running to a crisis is something that would continue to define us year after year after year. Our acquisition of MCI, which expanded our Verizon Business Group's global scale. We now reach more than 150 countries, and almost all the Fortune 500 partner with us. There's our more recent acquisitions of AOL and Yahoo now in our media group. Not only are these iconic and loved global brands, but they also have some of the most forward-thinking talent when it comes to digital content, analytics, and next-gen platforms. There's our obsession with being a network leader in 4G, Fios, 5G, One Fiber, and MEC. It's about the superior experiences we deliver for today and the groundbreaking ones we're building for tomorrow. Our profound support of our V team. Day by day, we keep creating a more authentic, empowering, and inclusive environment, becoming the company everyone wants to be a part of. And our commitment to society, such as our Verizon Innovative Learning Schools, our sustainability leadership, and the heartfelt work we do to make the world a better place. Anniversaries are a reminder of how far we've come. They're also a celebration of the power of sticking together. It's about the past we share, the future we're building, and all our efforts to keep the world moving forward. So, happy anniversary, V-teamers. Here's to our next 20.